Hello guys, welcome in Unified IT Solution. Today we are going to discuss what is HTTP event collector and how it's work. So let's start. The HTTP event collector, which is also called hack in Splunk, is a feature that allows you to send data into Splunk over HTTP protocol. So this is especially useful for integrated with application or system that generate log or event, enabling the real-time collection of data in Splunk for search, analyzing and monitoring. Key feature of hack HTTP communication. Hack provide a HTTP communication endpoint for data integration. This makes easier to integrate with modern application cloud environment where data is often sent over HTTP. Event forwarding, it allows data to forward into Splunk from external system like application, server or other data sources using simple HTTP post request. Scalability, hack is designed to handle high throughput and large volume of data. It supports multiple token and can scale horizon with Splunk deployment. Token based authentication, hack use token for authentication. A unique token must be generated for each data source, ensuring secure access to Splunk HTTP event collector endpoint. Universal data collection, it can accept JSON raw data, make it versatile for different type of event logging and including structured and unstructured data. Okay, how it works? So to make it the work to hack, to send the data to over hack, what we need to do? So first, enable hack. The hack service must be enabled on Splunk instance via Splunk web or command line interface. Generate the token must be created for secure data transition, and the token must be included HTTP request header. Send data external system and application send data via HTTP post request for hack endpoint using token for authentication. Index data, once receive the index data is indexed by Splunk, make it available for search and analysis. So where hack is required? So when you are not able to install the universal forward in some of the application which generate the data over HTTPS and HTTP, so we need a hack there, so we can provide the hack token to map that hack token to one of the index, and they can send the data over that hack token, so that data will directly come to Splunk and stored into that index. So we'll see today how we can create the hack token and how it will stored into the Splunk. So I have a cluster environment, so in and this is like Splunk enterprise, so I will create my hack on HF, and then HF is already sending data to indexer, so it will receive to the indexer. If you have Splunk cloud, might be you have to create the hack token over the search head, and that will receive the data, and because indexer are rolled out to the index created over the search head, they will roll out to the indexer in cloud environment. But enterprise, that this is not similar to the cloud, so we need to create the hack over the HF or a dedicated HTTP server, hack server, and that should be forward data to the indexer. So let's start. So this is my HF server, and you have to go to setting, data input, and under the data input you will find HTTP event collector. You can just click on HTTP. So first of all, before creating any token, you have to enable the global setting. If you click on the global setting, enable all token, you can define the source type, but you can keep it same. Default index you can define. If you don't want to define any index for the your token, so you can put the default index. Use default group for output, or maybe you are sending the data from this HF to multiple indexer group, so you can choose it, otherwise you can leave it as it is. Use deployment server, use SSL or not, so you can enable or disable this. What port it should use? So by default this is a HTTP port, so we'll use the same, and you can click on save. It's already saved in my system. I'll just click on cancel. Now when the setting is enabled, you have to click on the new token. The name of the token I will give the test. token. And source type, I don't give any source type. You can give if you want to override. Description you can provide, this is optional. And again you can choose the output group, like which indexer group you want to send the data, and enable acknowledgement, like once data will send, you will receive the acknowledgement. Now click on the next. Here you can define or create a source type. So I will create hack data here. And custom source type you can want to define, you can define. Source type description you can define, these are optional. And index, so in the enterprise setup, we create all our index over the cluster master configuration and push that configuration over indexer, so all our index will be on indexer. But if you are doing this on HF for hack input, so you need to create a temporary index here as well. It will not store any data here because HF will always forward the data to indexer, but you need to populate those index name, you have to do create it here. So I already created one index, unified name unified, and that index is just temporary. So I can choose from here index name. So whatever index on your indexer, the same index you have to create on HF as well. So now I just click, I selected unified index and I just click on preview. So here you can see that this is the preview. Token, source type override nothing, enable index knowledge no, output group NA, and default index unified, and launch. I'll just so now you can see, you can get the token name, you can copy either from here or you can go back to the setting. Again data input, so again HTTP event collector, and now you can see the token name, you can add it, disable or delete it from. So now we have the token, and I will see here, and this is our index unified. Okay, so we have some data here. Okay, now we'll put the new data via HTTP event collector and we'll see if that data comes. So what is the syntax? If you type here in Google Splunk send data into HTTP event collector, so you'll find a very good documents, and there are couple of example here. So you scroll down and it will give you all process about HTTP event collector, and if you are doing on cloud, so it is giving cloud example as well, how you can perform in Splunk cloud. And the example, this is the example. Okay, so I have already copied this into my environment, and this is the syntax. So this is my HF URL where I have created hack token. Okay, and this is the syntax authorize Splunk, and this is token name. So I will replace this token name with a new token. So I'll just go back to make sure that I'll copy the right token. Okay, now event, I'll just copy here. This is first event in hack. So -d is the syntax, and I'll do this from via command line in Windows. So this is the syntax, because if you go into the Google, this all example don't show this. So what you need to do, this double quote it won't take in Windows system, so this is I'm doing just for testing. So you will apply the backslash to avoid the special character. So I'll just put the backslash here before this double quotes and this double quote, so it won't take this as a special character. Now I will copy this command, I will go to here on the command line, and I will just put it copy and paste. So this is my again HTTPS, then HF URL, then this authorize, this is the syntax authorize, and this is my token. This I have put event, this is a first event in hack, and I'll just put enter. So this is showing success. So if the event is successfully sent to the hack token, you will see the text success and code should be 0. So let's go and see into Splunk. So here in my search I will again refresh my search in unified index, and now you can see this data comes into my index. So this is how you can create the token and use and provide that token to the customer, and you can also provide the syntax to send the data, and you can refer this page Splunk, which is very good document, and you can refer this Splunk document how you can send the data into different way, and this is also explaining how to create the and use the data into the cloud. So this is how the hack token work, guys, and let me know how this video is useful for this, and kindly subscribe our channel, like video. Thank you so much.